Leonardo DiCaprio said that he likes to think of Django Unchained, The Great Gatsby and The Wolf of Wall Street as an unofficial trilogy about wealth and power across American history. What other unofficial trilogies are out there? Collateral, Drive, Nightcrawler, known as the Yellow Light Trilogy. All three are neo-noir set in law exploring its nightlife, with protagonists as criminal sociopaths. Ooh, I like this one, even though I never want to see Nightcrawler a second time. Edit for the why not? Commenters, the film was very, very good. Gyllenhaal's character got really, really under my skin though, and I'm not keen to rewatch it. I can't stop speculating about what he made Rene Russo do, probably butt stuff. That's why they didn't show the sex scene. Director thought the scene could never be as creepy as imaging what that sicko was into. m.huffpost.com. A type of apocalypse trilogy. 1. Contagion, causing infertility. 2. Children of men, no newborns in a very long time, followed by natural disasters. 3. The Road, a dire ending. Ice Age, the ice's origin story. Titanic, the ice makes a name for itself. Snowpiercer, ice takes over the world and wipes out almost every human being. Where the duck did we leave Matt Damon this time? The trilogy Saving Private Ryan, The Bourne Identity, The Martian, Interstellar. Edit, added Interstellar due to popular demand. I like this one, but let me change it a little. Saving Private Ryan, The Martian, Interstellar, Love, Bourne, but the Where the Duck is Matt Damon fits better. Interstellar. But in Interstellar they knew damn well where Matt Damon is, they just didn't have the resources to come get him. Apparently saving Matt Damon has so far cost $900 billion. Happy Feet, Little Penguins Grow Up. March of the Penguins, adult penguins on a mission. Batman Returns, the Penguins wreak their revenge on Gotham. Edit, well damn. I leave to go eat some krill and come back to all this. Thanks for it. It's been rough with the quarantine and I no longer feel isolated. Edit 2, thank you a theater queen for my first gold ever. And thanks everyone for the karma. What'll I ever do without out y'all? It's been a really ice day. Edit 3, another gold? Wow, the ego is high, even if I can't fly. Miss Congeniality 1, Miss Congeniality 2, Gravity. It takes a swerve near the end but overall really a great series. Reminds me of the Finding Nemo, Finding Dory, and the Lighthouse trilogy. Willem Dafoe was great in all three. How long have we been in this tank? 5 weeks? 2 days? Help me to recollect. I'm just here to remind everyone that Willem Dafoe was also in Aquaman. Except in that he was Willem Dafoe. Nicolas Cage had an action trilogy of The Rock, Con Air and Face Off. It's known as the Beige Volvo trilogy due to that car being referred to as such or appearing in each. I freaking love Face Off. Just two legit maniacs trying to outdo each other. When you really think about it, the performances are amazing. Travolta starts off as the broken hero, Archer. Cage starts as the madman terrorist, Troy. They switch faces. Cage is now Archer, pretending to be Troy. Travolta is Troy, pretending to be Archer. Both actors have to repeatedly shift their personalities based on who they are around and what their goals are in the scene. Each actor essentially has to play 3 characters in one body. It's incredible. Plus you have the movie starting with an action scene that would be at the end of most other movies, and it ends with a Mexican standoff in a church, an insane speedboat chase, and a speargun kill. Is it a good movie? No. Is it great? Absolutely. All I've got to say about that movie is that the first 5 to 10 minutes are some of the best shots in cinematic history. I watched it recently with some friends on Discord, and anytime someone new joined and we had to go back and show the carousel and choir scenes, they're essential. Hey, quick question because I'm new to Discord streaming. I'd love to have a movie night like this with friends. How do you set it up? Just one of you hosts the Steam by sharing your screen and the rest are in chat. Yep. Everyone joins voice chat, then you hit the screen button in the bottom left. Discord is surprisingly good for this. The 2007 Unintended Pregnancy Trilogy, Waitress, Knocked Up, and Juno. This is a plump suggestion. Definitely fertile ground for storytelling. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Kill Bill Ted. Part 1, Ace Ventura, 1+2. Me, myself and Irene the Cable Guy. Jim Carrey plays a single character going through multiple phases of a mental breakdown, manic behavior, multiple personality disorder, Clinical Depression, and Schizophrenia. Part 2, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. The Truman Show. Bruce Almighty. The subject breaks down further, disassociates from his past and enters a reality that at first is created for him, but later by him as he eventually becomes God. Mother of God. You can just say Mrs. Carey. Over the Hedge, Incredibles 2, Guardians of the Galaxy. The Origins of Rocket Raccoon. All We're Missing is a Sly Cooper film between Incredible and Guardians. Too bad the movie was cancelled. Luckily we're getting a TV show instead. Too many movies to be a trilogy, but I think it's interesting to think of the Terminator movies as Matrix trilogy prequels. In Matrix, the Connors have apparently failed, long in the past, and the machines have successfully taken over the world. Oddly enough, I just commented a similar idea: Ex Machina, the Terminator, the Matrix, the Rise of I went into Ex Machina completely blind. I don't watch a lot of movies, but that one resonated with me really strongly. I saw it last weekend for the first time, despite being a movie guy and tech industry guy. Totally enraptured me and I haven't stopped thinking about it. Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker. Those movies clearly had nothing to do with each other, but somehow I feel like if you looked at them from a higher ground you could see some similarities. I prefer the trilogy of watching Rogue One 3 times over. And a Mandalorian episode or two as a commercial break. Every Liam Neeson movie is just a continuous story about what happens when you duck with Liam Neeson. Taken 3, his wife dies. The Grey, he treks into the wilderness and emerges a new man. Batman Begins, he creates and trains a society of ninjas to exact vengeance on injustice in the world. Star Wars was his retirement. Nah, Star Wars was set a long time ago. In a galaxy far, far away. Even then he had a very specific set of skills. I'm not sure what the third movie would be, but for some reason I always think of There Will Be Blood and No Country for Old Men as a unit. I'm not sure why, but any time one comes up I immediately think of the other. They were shot and released during the same year and the same place. They both have a slow pace. They are both gritty and dark. They both have greed as a theme. Sahara, National Treasurer, Night at the Museum. Matthew finds the treasure, Nicholas finds the clues to the bigger treasure, and Ben protects the treasure. The Irishman, Goodfellas, and My Blue Heaven. The Irishman and Goodfellas are roughly parallel stories about the same time. My Blue Heaven is a direct sequel to Goodfellas. The main character is based on Henry Hill. You know, I love My Blue Heaven and never realized it was based on Henry Hill. I was angry that Rick Moranis' character was criticized for having a system to get equal amounts of strup to every pancake. Mean Girls, Heather's Carey. A reverse evolution of physical and interpersonal violence in school settings. The Coen Brothers trilogy of idiots, Oh Brother Where Art Thou, Intolerable Cruelty, and Burn After Reading. Isn't Hail, Caesar a part of that trilogy now too? The Ridiculous Six, The Magnificent Seven, The Hateful Eight. Three Amigos, Four Brothers, Fast Five. The Iliad, the Odyssey, and the Aeneid. It's all part of the Heu. Homer Expanded Universe. Pun lovely stolen from Tumblr edit. The lack of proper formatting for the poem titles bothered me. Where does the Simpsons movie come in that order? During the Ilias, Springfield Under the Dome is a metaphoric documentation about what happens inside the Trojan horse. I've seen this one somewhere on Reddit before: Ex Machina, The Terminator, The Matrix, the I Trilogy. Quentin Tarantino's alternate timeline trilogy, Django Unchained, Inglourious Basterds, Once Upon a Time, in Hollywood. Isn't Shaft a descendant of Django? You damn right. Who is that man, that was once a slave but now is all the rave? Time Bandits, Brazil and the Adventures of Baron Munchausen. Terry Gilliam, the film's director, has stated that they weren't related either by the stories or the characters, but they were related by fantasies. Time Bandits was a child's fantasy, Brazil is a middle-aged person's fantasy, and the Adventures of Baron Munchausen is an elderly person's fantasy. Malcolm in the Middle, Better Call Saul, Breaking Bad. Seinfeld, Malcolm in the Middle, Breaking Bad. From dentist to dad to drug dealer. You anti-dentite bastard.